Good morning. So it is Monday. I hope you guys had a beautiful weekend. The weather was nice and toasty. If you're new here, my name is Jackie and I love to do hauls. I haven't done any makeup looks in a while. Car vlogs, some fashion inspo. If that's something you'd be interested, please hit that subscribe button. Join the fam. Everybody else, thank you so much for coming back. So I got about 5 minutes to kill. This weekend was so nice. Saturday, we ended up going to the festival on 116. That was packed, but it was so nice. You know, they were selling a lot of stuff. I was telling you guys I was looking for something that I could hang with a big flower, maybe a Puerto Rican flag, some little dangly thing, something like. I didn't find nothing like that. I did find the ones that are like beaded and stuff, but I wasn't really looking for that. I saw a couple of shirts. My husband ended up picking up this cap that said Boricua. It has the flag because, you know, my husband, he shaves his head, so he was hot and he didn't want to burn his head, so he bought the hat. I didn't really see nothing, but it was so packed, and the line for the food, oh my god. Luckily we had breakfast and we left. I ended up getting nutcrackers. If you know nutcrackers, there was a guy selling them. I got 3. I got a pina colada, a green apple, and I think it was passion fruit or fruit punch. I don't know. I drank one while I was there, but because it was so hot, I could feel it. And I felt like it was making me hot. So I was like, I'm only going to have one. The music was nice. You know, when we were there, because we got there like, I want to say like 2-3 o'clock. And it was calm. It wasn't like people were acting crazy, whatever. But I was watching Jack. I got time. I was watching the news and they were showing like some fights and stuff. You know, the cops were there. They had like this barricade in the middle of the street where they were walking back and forth, you know. But I didn't see anything that was like, whoa, you know, they're acting crazy. Bro, it was a lot of weed in the air. Like, you were catching contact just from walking. But other than that, I thought it was really nice. My husband, he wasn't feeling well when we left, and yesterday he wasn't feeling good all day. Today he stayed home. And it wasn't like we ate something and he probably got food poisoning, or like, you know, he was drinking. He don't really drink. So I don't know. And I thought maybe because, you know, there was so much smoke from the grills, all these grills going, and you know how sometimes you get up and you're like hoarse, but it's like, so he was like that. But I was like, well, I gave him NyQuil on Saturday night, bruh. And he was like, just a little bit because he's going to make me groggy. But I gave him a full cup because that's the serving size. And the whole day he was like, oh my God. So I was like, but it was a nice weekend. I would have loved to have gone to the Puerto Rican parade. I have a little thing here, and I think they made a nest in it. I'm gonna add the little image.
They made like a little nest. You see the bird?
The red.
My little jarrita.
You probably can't see it. See that little bird in there? So I bought that jar in Home Goods. Jack, walk and talk. So I got the jar in Home Goods, con Dios y la Virgen, and I wanted it for birds, you know, to have a little home and whatnot. Have a little home, you know, make their little nests. And I would put some bird seeds in it and they would disappear. But then I saw a squirrel, you know, taking it, and I was like, that's not for you. So I didn't put nothing in it. But now I see that there's a nest in it and there's a bird. So that makes me happy. They have a little house, you know. I put some food into my bird feeder. Into my bird feeder. We put the stuff out. I'm so happy. It was so nice yesterday. It was muggy during the day, but later on it rained and it cooled down. So I sat out there for a little bit and I was just so happy. So happy. My gazebo is up. My husband put up the gazebo and he put the furniture around. So I was like, but I was watching the parade on TV. It was packed, man. It was packed. So I said to my husband, next year we'll do the parade. Next year. It's all right. It's all right. He got sick and, you know, it's more of like a head cold because he doesn't have any body ache. He doesn't have anything. He's just like, you know. But it was really nice. My son didn't want to go. He don't like crowds and he don't like, you know, stuff like that, loud noises and whatever. So he was like, his only question was, are they gonna have fried Oreos? And we were like, nope. And he was like, nope. So then we went to dinner in the Bronx. We went to the Malecon and we had dinner. And then we came back and it was just nice. You know, yesterday we relaxed. I was gonna dye my hair black. I was this close. But like I said, I feel like with the black you can see the ganas a lot, and I'm not about that life, you know. But I don't want to be dyeing it so much, you know. At least with this color you can't really notice it, you know. Like you could, but not like, you know, like with the black. But I think I'm gonna wait until my hair is like an actual shoulder length bob to go black. And then I'm gonna buy that spray, the root touch-up thing, because I don't know if you can see, but my hair is already looking orange, and I dyed it like a week ago, and it's looking orange. And that's the only thing I don't like about this hair color is the first couple of days it looks nice and crisp. It has like that nice color. After that, it starts turning brassy and like orangey, and I don't like that. So I think I am gonna go back to black. What's going on here? Okay, here we go. Lady's stuck, or she just parked in the middle of the road? Anyway, so I think I am gonna go back to black. I miss the black. I mean, I like this color and all, but I miss the black. I miss that angry look, you know, from my eyebrows and everything. Everybody was always like, you look mean. It's the only face I got, buddy. But, yeah. And I don't really, well, unless I'm like twisting up my hair and stuff, it's usually flat. So I just need like the line to look dark. I don't need to be covering in between, you know. So I don't think the maintenance will be that much. I don't know. So if you hear it in my voice, my husband got me sick. Yesterday I got up and I felt my throat on fire. And I was like, but I don't have like any body ache or anything. I just feel like my throat and my nose. I thought it was like allergies at first because I was at work yesterday and I kept sneezing and sneezing. But normally I don't get like a, you know, pain in my throat. Let me back up before they take my car. So I was sitting on my deck having my tea because I made throat comfort, I think it was called, tea, with a little honey and a little lemon, and it feels better. But I'm gonna go get some holes for like in between, because I know it's gonna be bothering me. So I was sitting in front of the garage because I did my outfit of the day. So I told you guys my husband, he did the deck and he brought out my furniture. He put up the gazebo. It looks so nice. If you're following me on TikTok, or well, if you've seen my shorts, I've been doing them on the deck because I love how it looks so tropical. So I was sitting on the deck this morning finishing my tea, and I already forgot what I was gonna say. Oh, so then I was saying to myself, you know, because I got a couple of things coming in from Shein. They've been coming in like 2, 3, you know, like yesterday I got a package and it was a bathing suit top and one of the dresses. And then I have another one coming in, which is another bathing suit top and one shirt. And then I have another one. So I'm like, you know, because I want to already show you guys that put it on. But I've been watching a couple of like Tjmaxx and Marshall's hauls, and you know, I ordered 2 like straw bags because I don't really have like summer bags. And you know those bins that I picked up at Dollar Tree the other day, the beige ones that had the lid? I put some of my not really winter bags, but they're more like winter bags. Like some of them are leather, some of them have like that puffiness, kind of like the puffer coats. So I kind of feel like they're more for winter, like winter bags, than they are summer bags, you know. So I put them in the bin and I put those aside, and then I was kind of looking through my bag. I do have a bunch of the little bags, but I need like summer bags. I wanted to say summer. And I was watching Liz do her scores video, and she went through the handbags, and they had like, you know, not sequins, but the beads, those beaded bags with lemons, with cherries, with you know, I think it was last year or earlier this year, I was looking for the ones that look like martini glasses, stuff like that, that says summer, you know. So I don't really have bags like that. I have like a small, you know, bag that I wear just crossbody, because in the summer I really don't want a bag. Like you know, when I'm wearing something sleeveless, the straps, they bother me. So I wanted to take a trip to Tjmaxx and just see what they got. Like I just want to see. I saw a nice kind of like, I don't think it's a beach bag. You can wear it as a beach bag. It's big enough that you can put your stuff in it. But I kind of feel like it would be nice on a regular day-to-day. And I had went to Burlington not too long ago. I didn't really see anything that I was like, ooh, that's like, you know. I saw a lot of leather bags, a lot of small bags, but not something that screams summer. And the ones that I saw that were white, I already have 2 small white bags that I don't really need another white bag. But I wanted, I don't know, I want something that says summer, you know. And I've been seeing a lot of people hauling like those little hand clutches, or the ones with the 2 little, you know, they look like the change purses, you know, but the big ones that they've been wearing like that. And I like it. I like how it looks. I saw this one girl, she styled a nice yellow striped one with a white sundress, and it looked so nice. So I want to take a trip to Tjmaxx and see what they got. I feel so drained. I feel like I'm getting sick now. So I went into Tjmaxx. Let me walk and talk. I went into Tjmaxx and I saw a couple of bags that I liked. They had a whole little section of like those sequin bags that I was saying I wanted to get. But again, I don't know if it's me and I'm just cheap, but some of those prices I was like, I don't want to pay that. So I didn't get nothing. And then I went into Plato's Closet because I saw a couple of like, I always want to say wicker. Wicker is the furniture, but like the straw kind of bags. But I don't know. I didn't see anything that I like. So I'm happy that I didn't just buy anything, you know. Because, you know, I tell you guys, sometimes I have this feeling like I need to leave the store with something. So I didn't find anything in the Tjmaxx. Then I went to see about the Mateo's coffee syrup because I've been loving the syrups. I didn't see any. And I wasn't going to try the others. So I just left. They had a couple of nice summer things, but nothing that I was like, ooh. And then when I went to Plato's Closet, I don't know, everything just seemed too tight. So I looked at the bags and I left. So I didn't really find nothing. I did like some of the bags that I saw in Tjmaxx. I just didn't like the price. So I'm heading home. I want to just relax. I want to wash my face, take this makeup off, and just blow my nose and like rub my eyes. So I'm going to end this video here. I feel like we spent a lot of time talking, just, you know, chit-chatting than we did in the store. But I don't know, I had in my mind what I wanted. Okay, I don't know what these people are doing. So I already knew I wanted to see the bags. I wasn't interested in nothing else. I smelled this perfume that was nice, but when I sprayed it, it smelled nice. Now it smells like nothing. So I'm glad I left it because by the time I get home, I'm not going to smell nothing and I would have been pissed. But yeah, if you're new here and you made it this far, please hit that subscribe button, join the fam. Everybody else, thank you so much for coming back. And I just feel like I'm getting sick. I feel it. Like I feel it. So I just want to go home, take some NyQuil. I told my husband to pick me up some wonton soup because they're gonna get Chinese, and I'm just gonna lay on the couch and just, because I'm feeling kind of. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.